this is how you dump the sewer tank. We try to always keep the cargo bay doors locked as much as practical. Again, any of the ones that you see the handle like this, you're going to use the key that's serrated on both sides. All right, nobody likes doing this, but everybody has to do it. Again, we go over this a little bit, I think, on the interior one. I would like this emptied prior to bringing it back to me. If I have to do it, there's a $100 charge. I don't like messing with other people's stuff, so please dump it. There's a really great place about 10 minutes away from my house, Wayne County Fairgrounds. It costs $10 for you to do it, and it's super, super convenient back and forth. The ladies there are absolutely wonderful. Again, we've got our sewer line in here. The gloves are provided. Please wear them. Even if you're not going to make a mess, it's always a good idea to have them on. All right, so this is a 15-foot sewer line. So if you can't get close enough to the dump site, it is a 15-foot line, and it reaches pretty good. So you don't have to worry about getting right up next to it. All right. The first thing that you want to do when you first get here is you always want to push these closed. I don't care if you pushed them closed earlier, if you've driven anywhere, or if somebody's trying to play a joke on you, you always want to double check this. So you always push them in before you take this cap off. Okay, so we've double checked those. So we just rotate this cap off and just store it out of the way. We'll rotate, we will open this, and then we'll put that out of the way. This rotates, okay? We can rotate that down a little bit. And that little residual is gonna be normal. And that's why we wear the gloves. There's always gonna be a little bit in there from the last time that you dumped it. That's perfectly normal. Again, that's why we wear the gloves. So we're gonna point this down. The reason we point this down is we're gonna come up underneath with this end, and then we're just gonna pressure fit this on here. And there's little tabs that you'll rotate that onto, okay? This end is going to go into the ground. There's normally a 3-inch pipe sticking out of the ground. It's sometimes PVC, sometimes it's cast iron. It all depends on the site. Most of the time they're PVC. But if you notice, this is threaded. You always want to make sure that you can either screw this into the ground, or if you can't screw this into the ground, then you're going to want 2 people to do this. The reason for that is you have to have weight on this elbow when you first go to pull that tank, because the pressure difference from nothing in the ground to what's coming out of the line, if you don't have weight on that, or if it's not screwed into the ground, this end will pop out of the ground and sewage will go everywhere. I speak from personal experience. It was not fun. So if you've got help, they can just put a foot on there. Or if you want to try to run fast, you can try to beat it getting there, but good luck on that. So once we've got that hooked up, once we've got some weight on there, we come back here, and we always pull the black tank first. That's going to be our raw sewage. So we'll pull that line, okay? We'll open that all the way up, okay? All right. Once you stop seeing it flow through the elbow over here, once you stop seeing everything flow through the elbow, you'll push that closed, then you'll pull your gray tank. Okay? We're gonna pull that gray tank. That's gonna help us get rid of everything. That's gonna be rinsing out the line, okay? It's just gonna be soapy water. You can dump soapy water anywhere. In fact, there's a little bit of soapy water left in there from the last time that I rinsed out this tank. You can dump soapy water anywhere. So if you're taking shower, you're doing a lot of dishes, taking showers, stuff like that, and you're like, holy cow, I need to dump this gray tank. You can actually dump that anywhere, because again, it's just soapy water. You cannot dump the black tank unless it's in a sewer line, okay? When you're done, okay, make sure that both of these are pushed closed. Unscrew this, don't just drop it, keep it vertical, and then walk it out and out to your line, so that way you don't get any of the residual in there, okay? When you're all done, you'll come back here. We'll leave that to the end. When we come back here, we can put this cap back on. We always want to replace this cap to keep that little bit of residual in there, and then we'll screw this back on. and close the door. The reason we go down through the floor like that, because if you are going to be at a campsite for several days and you need to hook up to a sewer at your campsite, you can close this door, lock it, keep a nice clean look, so that way you don't have to worry about tripping over anything or people stealing things or things like that. So that's how you dump the sewer, both the black and the gray tank.